Namaste, GT Media. My name is Sanidhi Upadhyay, and I will be your host for today's show. Joining me in conversation is Ms. Richa Gautamji. Richa Gautamji is an entrepreneur and a data analyst who is actively involved in Indian American causes and Hindu advocacy. She has worked with organizations and think tanks to highlight important issues affecting our diaspora community today. Additionally, Richa Ji has been involved in human rights advocacy for persecuted Pakistani Hindu and minorities. Thank you for being here today with us, Richa Ji. Firstly, I hope you and your family are in good health.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for
Perfect.
asking.
That's great to hear. Thank you. So first, Richa Ji, I would like it if our viewers got to know you a little and became familiar with you and your work. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, Ji, and what got you interested in Hindu advocacy, and what kind of advocacy have you done?
Thank you, Sanidhi. Yeah, I'm so delighted to be on Chitti today. I actually did not start off on Hindu causes in the very beginning. When I came to the United States, it was early 2000s, and one of the issues that I really worked very, very quite for quite a long time was the H4 visa dependent spouse advocacy. So a lot of women came along with the tech workers as dependent spouses, and they had lots of issues related to not being able to work, not having any identity, and that created many complications. So that was one of the first issues that I worked with. In the recent times, what happened was that having continued with Indian American advocacy, what happened is that there was a lot of noise around issues pertaining to India in the United States. So there was a lot of discussion on, say, for example, the 370 when that was nullified, the Article 370 in Kashmir. So that became a big issue in the United States when the Tom Lantos Commission was set up in November 2019, and India was maligned, significantly and very wrongly using not fact-based, but narratives that were incorrect to malign India. So that is when I think a lot of us woke up, and I was one of them who started to work on issues like that. Then, of course, the anti-CAA resolutions that were passed in various city councils in the United States. I started working on that, along with many others, and we defeated one in Chicago, which became a big, stopper to these kind of resolutions. And I think a lot of these American congressmen and women did not know why these issues are cropping up in the United States. So there needed to be a lot of political and civic engagement. And that is how I really got involved in that. And that slowly translated into Hindu causes because I realized, along with many others, that what is happening right now is a rise in Hindu phobia in the United States. And we wanted to make sure that the Hindu American voice became a distinct voice that was heard. And that is how I really got involved in Hindu causes, defending some of our positions and also educating people on issues which were, falsely being portrayed in the media, in the academia, and all of those things. That's how I got there. So that's how
Thank you
I'm
for
here
sharing.
also.
Thank you for sharing, Richa Ji. Next question for you is, why is Sanatan Dharma important to you? And why do you think it's so integral to our modern functioning societies?
So I really think that, Sanatan Dharma in the current times is actually very important. First of all, it's the oldest religion on earth. It has been a universal religion in the past, before some of the expansionist forces came up, like Islam and Christianity, when they came to the world. And almost the entire world was, divided between either Islam or Christianity. Um, India or Hinduism was the only surviving ancient religion that, if you see, that exists in the entire world. Most of the world has been taken up with either Islam or Christianity or communism. So, in I think that is one of the very big reasons for Sanatan Dharma to really, continue that heritage to continue in the world. Secondly, also, in the modern information age, the holistic principles of Sanatan Dharma really apply very well. You know, they they are completely in alignment with scientific principles, quantum theory, and whatnot. They are in alignment with democratic principles. They're in alignment with ecological principles. Our animistic religious practices make everything sacred. So that whole concept of, say, anthropocentrism, or where human beings are at the center, to enjoy the earth and everything is created for them, versus this ecocentrism of Sanatan Dharma, I think are two sort of opposite worldviews. And Sanatan Dharma really aligns with the discourse that is going on in the academic, the media, the scientific world. So I think that, and also the fact that it is always called a way of life. That is because whether it's the medicine like Ayurveda, or dance, education, dharma has been central, and it has penetrated every part of our lifestyle. That is the beauty of Sanatan Dharma, and that sacredness needs to come back. This whole concept of secularism and keeping religion separate from how we live our life removes sacredness of the world. So I think it is time to delve into these kind of detailed understanding of our world, and see why traditional understandings through Hinduism or Sanatan Dharma really will help the world be a more friendly and healthier place. And of course, we are the only sort of source of tools and technology and techniques to move on the spiritual path. Anyone who wants to move beyond the material world always is drawn towards Sanatan principles. So I think those are really strong reasons why I feel very closely aligned to Sanatan Dharma, and why we need to keep it alive and thriving in the modern world.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.